Good morning, guys. I'm just going downstairs and I really don't want to fall down these stairs, so let me just put you down. The face tracking on this bad boy is really intense. I don't know about you guys, but it makes me like dizzy watching it in the camera. Anyway, good morning. Happy Saturday morning, guys. It's nearly lunchtime. It is 11:30 right now, but I've had a very nice morning. Had a bit of a sleep in again. I feel like I say that every single day. I do like get up at a normal time, guys, I promise. But yeah, had a little bit of a sleep in this morning, woke up, listened to my audiobook, replied to some emails, that kind of stuff. And now I'm about to head out. I'm about to head out into town because we're just going to have a day in town today. I feel like I have like a free day today and I'm really excited about it. So we're going to head into town and I want to try and go to a bookstore. And because in the last vlog, if you saw the last one, you'll know that Blake, my personal trainer, like my online coach, he wants me to stop listening to audiobooks and get real hard copy books. So it forces me to sit down and like just focus on the one thing, and so I can rest and relax and stuff. Because when I listen to audiobooks, I'm like cleaning, doing the dishes, editing, and I'm not actually like paying attention and relaxing. So he wants me to get a hard copy book. So we're going to go to the bookstore and try and get a hard copy book today. Then I kind of just want to wander around, like see what else is going on. And tomorrow I really want to head into Ubud for the day. So we might book some stuff to do in Ubud today for tomorrow, in like preparation for tomorrow. Who's messaging me? Oh, that is an Ubud company that I just messaged before being like, hey, can I make a booking? Anyway, okay, amazing. So we're going to head into town. I'm going to go book a Grab driver and head off now. And we haven't eaten or had coffee, so we might prioritize that, let's be honest. Okay, I've decided to mix it up and actually just walk to brunch. Things aren't like that far from where I'm staying, which is great. But Bali, like road system, it's not set up for effectiveness, let's just say that. So sometimes something is only like 500 meters away, but that's actually a 25-minute walk because none of the roads like lead to where you're trying to get to, if that makes sense. But anyway, this one's only about a 1 kilometer walk and it should only take me like 20 minutes. That's what Maps says, but we will see. We will soon find out. So yeah, I'm going to, last time I was in Canggu, there were so many places that like I didn't get a chance to like see because it's just been so busy and so fun and things like that. But now that I'm back for another week, I was like, no, you have to tick off every single one of them. So we are like cafe hopping this entire time that I'm here. Yesterday, obviously, we went to Copenhagen, and today we're going to go to another one that I've seen a few times. It's called, what's it called? Brunch something. Brunch Cafe or something? Brunch Club, maybe. Brunch Club, that's what it's called, I think. Anyway, we're going to go there, try their coffee, see how good the breakfast is, and then we'll make a plan. Okay, I made it to Brunch Club. Little place, and it's just opposite Island Sports, which is like a sports and recreation centre. And it also, like, weirdly has a equestrian, like, I don't know, shed out the back. I don't know what it is. There's a lady riding a horse in like an enclosed equestrian, like, I don't know what it's called, like section. I don't know. Anyway, but super busy, which is great. I've just ordered breakfast. I got a croissant with scrambled eggs and bacon, and I got an iced vanilla latte, of course. And I realized why most people don't walk here. It's because it's hectic. The roads are not built with like footpaths. And at this time in the morning, it is so busy. So it was a little bit of a struggle to get here. And I'm also dripping with sweat now because of that. So I realized why everyone gets their scooters everywhere. Anyway, I'm going to sit and have some breakfast. And I think today I'm going to head to the bookstore, but also try and find a spa to go to, because I've been here for 2.5 weeks now and I haven't been to a spa once, and that's like the number one thing you're supposed to do in Bali: get massages, go get a facial, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try and find a spa to go and visit today. Okay guys, breakfast has arrived. I've already started eating it, sorry, but this is it. I got the croissant with scrambled eggs and chives, and my coffee arrived, vanilla iced latte. And guys, I think we may have potentially found a new contender for the best cafe in Bali. Remember last week when I was back in Bali, I was going to Meal Cafe every single day because it had the best Wi-Fi and the best coffee I'd found. Well, this just might rival it. It's like the vanilla iced latte without being like too sweet. Like sometimes I think vanilla syrup can be like too intense, and like maybe a caramel syrup is a little bit better because it's not as sweet. I don't know, but the coffee is incredible and this food is delicious. Like super fresh croissant. You can tell it's been like freshly made today. Look at like the layers of egg and ham in there. Like, yeah, you definitely need to add this place to your list when you come here. I'm sorry guys, I feel like I'm filling up your Bali itineraries really quick. there's just not much here that isn't really, really good. I think this could be a contender for a cafe to come and work out as well. It might be a little bit too lively, but if you're like not easily distracted, then I think it could be a good one. The other thing I wanted to mention about like the hospitality scene in Bali, they're incredibly attentive, like more than they are back home, and I think that just might be a different culture thing. Like I think Australia doesn't have a really intense hospitality scene. Now I'm saying that with the biggest caveat because I've never worked in hospitality, but like here every single time I sit down I'm asked do I have any allergies at every single meal, like every single time. And then there's another thing, like most of the meals, if I order anything like any pork product, I'll be like paused and reminded that it's a pork product, and to like make sure if I do want to order that. So many people don't eat pork products, right? And I genuinely don't think I've ever been asked really if I have any dietary requirements like at the table by the server back in Australia, and I certainly wouldn't be reminded about any pork products or whether my meal was halal or not. And I fully get that the latter one is like a cultural thing, but I just find it really cool. It's really different and really fun, and I like it, and it like allows me to like talk to my server a little bit more. Like I like tend to get to know them more than I would back home, at least. Not get to know them, but you know what I mean, like talk to them more. But also on that same vein, I certainly tip a lot more here. And it's not just to hospitality or service staff. It's like pretty much everyone that I meet or come in contact with who's working in any sort of capacity. The wages here are incredibly low. Yes, the cost of living is low, but it's not that freaking low. And like the Australian dollar certainly isn't the strongest coming into Indonesian rupiah. Like if you were here from the States or from Europe or Great Britain or anything like that, your dollar is worth way more than mine is. But it's just like every single Gojek ride, they get tipped $5. Like things like that, because most of the Gojek rides aren't even $5. Like we'll be driving for 30 minutes and it will cost me $2.30 or something. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I've just finished breakfast. I've been chatting to a bunch of you guys over on Instagram. One of my friends, literally from high school actually, her name is Erin. She is like the goal when it comes to traveling. She has traveled so much of the world, and like she's so cool. She like quit her job and like moved with her partner at the time to the UK just so that they could like travel for like 5 years. She's literally goals. Anyway, she was messaging me and saying like she's ready for another trip and where am I thinking, where am I going and all of that kind of stuff. And hopefully we might be able to like link up and like meet up in a place. And so I was just telling her the plans that I had for the next couple like weeks and countries. And that's really exciting. But anyway, other than that, I was Googling bookstores and I found one. I found a bookstore in Canggu. So we're going to go check it out. And I messaged Abby this morning. So many people. This is why you guys have to consistently watch all the vlogs. I know there's a lot of them. But you have to consistently watch them because when I meet people and I start talking about them, you don't know who I'm talking about. But the first week that I was here in Bali, I met a follower named Abby, because Abby and Abby's partner, Sarah, follow my YouTube, I think it is, or maybe my TikTok. Anyway, we've instantly become best friends, and Abby is like a big reader. And so when I messaged Abby about Blake saying that I needed to get a hard copy, she sent me a whole list of different like books to go and like check out. So I've got the list from Abby. I've found the bookstore. We're going to head there now and see what we can find.
Stand down, darling. Oh. We've come too far this time. You've left a hole in place of my heart. Tell us, will we fall in love again, or is this the end? is this the end? Pour my soul out.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back from the bookshop and the spa, and it was a really nice afternoon. I ended up getting this book. Abby sent me a bunch of recommendations, and this wasn't the first one on the list that I wanted to get out of her recs, but it was the only one that the bookstore actually had in stock. So I still think it was like a win to find a bookstore like that here in Canggu. I thought that was going to be impossible to do. But yeah, I'm excited to start reading this. I decided that I'm going to finish Evelyn Hugo, the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, first on audiobook, because that's what I've been listening to, and then I'll start this, but I've literally only got like an hour left of it or something. And then I was going to get a full body massage, and then I remember that I don't really like them, but I do like foot massages, and I needed to get like a refreshed pedicure as well, so I ended up getting that instead, and now I'm just home. Today has been like really slow and relaxing, and I've actually really enjoyed it. Guys, I've just had the craziest like 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Okay, I desperately need a shower to just kind of like wash off everything that's happened and like wind down for the night, because it's getting late and I now have a really big day tomorrow. So I was going to sit down tonight and do some trip planning about where I'm going in the next couple of weeks or so, right? And you guys know that I have this wellness retreat booked for next week. So after that, I had nothing planned. So I was like looking around, the area, being like, well, what else could I see? What else could I do? And I made this list of things that I really wanted to try on this trip, like just like big, grand things that I wanted to try. And one of them was to get my scuba diving license. Now, I've only ever been scuba diving once in my life, and I loved it, but I was terrified. And I always thought I would really like to do it again, but I'd like to like get my open water certificate, which is like the beginner certificate. And I was like, well, does Indonesia have good like scuba diving? Little did I know it does. And there's a tiny island called Gili T right off the main island that I'm doing my wellness retreat in. And this has some of the world's best scuba diving. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll just shoot them a WhatsApp message and we'll just see if they have a course running. Anyway, I've been talking to them all night, and they have courses running almost every single day. The place that I'm looking or talking to is like a scuba diving school there. So I think I'm booking in for like 3 or 4 days on this tiny little island called Gili T to do my scuba diving license, right? So that was the first thing. So I've been researching that and talking to them all night, and I was like, okay, cool. Well, that's only going to be a couple more days. I should probably keep planning. I should be planning like sort of 2 weeks or so in advance. And I was like, right, well, what are you going to do after that? My visa will be getting like close to expiring, so it might be time to leave Indonesia again. And I was trying to think of where else I might want to go. And one of the places is India. India like terrifies me, right? Because it's so loud and it's so busy and there's so much like cultural shock there. But that's like what I'm after on this trip, right? Like I want to be put out of my comfort zone, and I want to be like pushed in that way. And like, when else am I ever going to go or get the chance to go to India? So I was like, all right, I'll look up flights. Are they relatively cheap? They are. I looked up like when is a good time to visit India? It's now. And then I've just been like spending the last like 45 minutes reading all of these blogs of like solo women or solo women travelers who have traveled through India, and they all recommend it. They all said it was fantastic. So I think that might be the next stop. But the other one I was tossing up between is India or Sri Lanka. But they're so close together that I might be able to do both of them. So those two are still in the planning phase. Like I haven't actually booked like the flights or anything just yet, because I haven't done enough research yet, but it looks like pretty promising, I'll be honest, which is really exciting. And then as I was researching that, Madi messaged me. Now, we said goodbye to each other yesterday at the jewelry making workshop. If you haven't seen the last vlog, go and watch that because it's in that. We did this jewelry making workshop, and then Madi was heading off to go stay on one of the like islands nearby Bali, right? So I was like, cool, we're not going to see each other. And then she messages me today and she's like, Grace, you're not going to believe how beautiful this place is. Like, you have to come and visit. What are you doing tomorrow? And I was like, oh, I was planning to go to Ubud tomorrow, like I told you guys this morning. And I actually messaged a tattoo shop there that me and Maddie went to last week, and was like, hey, I think I might want to get a tattoo. Like, could you fit me in? And they were like, yeah, that's absolutely fine. And there's a few other things I wanted to do in Ubud. Maddie messaged me and she's like, you've got to come and visit. And I was like, right, okay, cool. So I messaged the tattoo shop and I was like, can we move that to Monday? I just finished booking my ferry tickets, because now I'm going to go spend the day with Maddie over on the island. She's staying in Nusa Lembongan, something like that, which is literally a 30-minute ferry away from me, but it's a little bit of a drive to get to the port. So I booked the first ferry out, which leaves at like 10 a.m. and I've booked the last ferry home, which leaves at like 4 p.m. So I'm going to go over there, spend the day with Maddie and just check it out because I don't actually have any other plans to go visit that island like while I'm here. So if I don't do it now, I might not ever get the chance to do it because I only have 2 more days left in Bali after tomorrow. So Monday now is filled with Ubud. I'm going up there. I've got training in the morning with Sandy. Then I'll head to Ubud to go get my tattoo. And there's one other thing that I might try and squeeze in. It's a zip line through the rice terrace, but we'll see. Then Tuesday's my last day. So Tuesday I'm actually catching up with like a really good friend of mine who lives here in Bali. So these last 3 hours have actually been like epic and like wild. I've maybe decided on my next like country, like the next location I'm going to, which is India or Sri Lanka. I've also like signed myself up to do my first ever scuba diving certificate in one of the best rated diving spots in the world, which is crazy. And now I'm also doing a day trip to the island, Nusa Lembongan, tomorrow, go hang out with Maddie again. So it has been a wild night of planning. I'm really happy I did it. Like I was saying earlier, I could have like gone out tonight and, you know, done a bunch of other stuff, but I'm really glad I came home and got some planning done because if I don't do it now, then I run out of time and I get stressed like I was last time when I was leaving for Singapore. So yeah, now I'm just like, I've just finished like booking everything and replying to everyone because it was just like a really stressful couple hours. And now I'm just like, oh my God, okay, my last couple of days here in Bali are hectic. I have like a few onward plans booked, which is super exciting, but still lots more to plan. Like this is crazy. This is actually crazy. It is, I will say, such an adventure traveling solo and traveling like this without a plan. Like literally when I sit down, I'm like, okay, cool. It's probably time to start figuring out where I want to go next. I literally have the whole world to choose from. Like that's wild. It will never get old. Like that feeling I will never get used to that feeling, being like you can book a flight to anywhere in the world. I mean, obviously not anywhere because there's like visas and, you know, world conflict and all of that kind of stuff, but just like the openness, the vastness of my schedule or opportunities is overwhelming and so intimidating, but like really, really liberating. Yeah, so that I can just sit here while watching Netflix and decide in 45 minutes that I'm going to go visit India. And like, that's just wild to me. Absolutely wild. Yeah, so I'm going to jump in the shower because I need to have a cold shower and kind of wind down after an intense couple hours. But tomorrow we're not going to Ubud now. We're going to move our Ubud day to Monday. So make sure you catch next Sunday's, or for you guys, it'll be this Sunday's vlog because that'll be in there because now tomorrow we're going to catch the ferry, first ferry out, and we're going to go visit and spend the day in Nusa Lembongan, which is, I think I'm saying that right. I don't know how to say it actually. But yeah, I'm really excited. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday morning. It is about 7:30 or 7:45 now, and I'm just packing my backpack to head out for the day, which I'm very excited about. I've got about an hour's drive to the dock or the wharf or port or whatever it's called to catch my ferry over to Nusa Lembongan and go visit Madi today. But I will be so honest with you, I had a really, really rough night's sleep, which is the first time in a long time I've slept like that. So I'm not feeling my absolute like strongest and best this morning, but that's okay. We push through. Well, we don't always push through. We don't have to push through, but I'm just saying that I'm choosing to push through today because it's just one bad sleep. I don't know what that beep was from. It's just one bad sleep, and as long as we don't make it a pattern, we should be okay, is what I'm getting at. We should be okay. Let's pack water. I'll just take this little one because I can refill it. I think, yeah, this one's got a water bottle holder. So yeah, I'm just moving a little slower this morning because I'm not feeling my strongest and best. That will come with me. That will come with me. This will come with me. And I think we're packed. So I really just have bathers and a towel in here, my wallet and stuff. Also, my GoPro's broken, guys. I don't know what's going on. I turned it on in Singapore and it wasn't working. And I was like, oh, I'll deal with that later. And I just tried again this morning and it's just malfunctioning like crazy. And I'm really sad because I paid a lot of money for this. But that's okay. It's just things and things can be replaced. Okay, I don't even know what I'm packing. I think I'm all good. Actually, I'll pack my tripod because I don't know what we're going to do today, but Maddie just said to come over because it's really beautiful. So I think it's going to be like a beach day, which will be really nice. I'm looking forward to it. I don't really know what I'm doing, guys. I'm a little lost this morning. Maybe I'll pack this claw clip just in case like I want to not get my hair wet or something like that. Although getting my hair wet is not an issue now after I got that treatment the first time I was here in Bali, because my hair dried dead straight like this, and it makes it so much easier to manage. Like I'm literally like not even like, I don't even think twice about wetting my hair now. Like I can wash it like every day and it's like not an issue. It doesn't take like 3 hours to like style and everything afterwards. Okay, I think we're just gonna call it there and go get on the back of a scooter. I'm just putting my shoes on because I don't really know what else there is to do. Okay, I decided to change my top, guys. This just felt more tropical island, vacation vibe than the t-shirt. So I changed into this one and I've booked my grab. He is 6 minutes away and I just need a minute to wake up properly. That's all. By the time I get to the port, it'll be an hour later on the scooter. I'll have the wind in my face, time to wake up. I'll probably get a coffee and then I will be a 10 out of 10. Just bear with me. Okay guys, I've just arrived at the like ferry wharf kind of station thing. It was about an hour's drive on the bike. We did get caught in some rain, but it was totally fine. It lasted like 5 minutes. And then I just checked in, I got my little ticket and now I'm just waiting for the ferry. And it turns out there's like literally heaps and heaps and heaps of people here for a whole bunch of different ferries. So then I think it's about a half-hour ferry ride over to the island. So a little bit of travel this morning, but I'm feeling way more awake now. I think the bike trip definitely did it for me. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me right now, but I've been on the island for like 45 minutes and Maddie and I are struggling to find each other. There's like barely any reception and she's like driving around on her scooter trying to find me. I'm walking trying to find her location, but I think I've figured it out. I'm like 2 minutes away. Okay guys, I found Maddie. We made it to the beach. What's it called? Dream Beach. Dream Beach. It's pretty idyllic, I will be honest. We had a small, very minor, very okay scooter accident on the way here. We're both walking away with a few little grazes, but we're telling ourselves it's all for the plot because we're completely fine. Oh, that is heartbreaking though. I know. That's probably the most painful thing out of all of it.
It really is.
Yeah.
And also the scooter being kind of...
Yeah, the scooter got a little bit damaged. Yeah. But you know what? It's all for the plot. Anyway, I'm literally going to put my bathers on and sit in that water. It looks so good for the rest of the afternoon. This is our view right now. But there is a pool right there. And every time a person comes up to it, it spills water down onto us. So we're getting like a little shower every like 5 minutes or so.
Not if I'm not ready.
I just got home. I am so dirty and gross. It's such a journey home. It was like 40 minutes on the ferry, and that was a wild ferry. We were like airborne for like multiple times over that swell. And then it's an hour-long scooter ride back. I am like wet. I'm dirty. I need a shower so badly. But what an epic day. I know I didn't get to film that much, but I was really trying to put my phone down and kind of like be a little bit present and just relaxing. It was such a relaxing like island vibe. And honestly, it was so beautiful. After we went to the first beach, Dream Beach, we actually went to another one. We went to this lookout that was called Devil's Peak, which was really cool. And then we went to a different beach, which is the beach that I had booked my ferry to leave from. So we just chilled out there and it was so nice. I had fish and chips for lunch and it was like really fresh fish. It was so delicious. It was just a great day. I'm really excited to head to the island that this wellness retreat is on, which is next week, after being on that island today. Like really, really fun. So let me get in the shower. I need to get in the shower so badly. Also, I need to like check my body a little bit because I think there was a bit of adrenaline running after our scooter accident, and the longer the day went on, Maddie and I were like, I'm getting sorer and sorer, and I think I'm going to have a few bruises from that one. Like, we're completely safe and fine. I thought it was just this cut, but my ribs here are so sore every single time I breathe in, and this shoulder on the back here is really sore, and I can feel it being like quite bruised. But other than that, like we're incredibly lucky that we're walking away from that. So yeah, let me jump in the shower because I feel gross. Okay, I'm out of the shower now and I'm feeling way better, like way, way better. I'm going to have such an early night tonight. I definitely got some sun today. I wore SPF and sunscreen, but I didn't quite reapply. And I think that's what's like gotten me in trouble. But overall, not too bad. I'm honestly exhausted, absolutely exhausted, but what a day. I'm going to head to bed early tonight though, because I do have training. I have back-to-back training days. So Monday and Tuesday, tomorrow and the next day, I have training with Sandy. I'm so wrecked after my training session. So like doing 2 in a row like that is going to absolutely ruin me. And then Wednesday, I head to my next destination, which is very, very exciting. So it's going to be an early night for me because it was a massive weekend. Also, on the ferry over to the island today, I finished the audiobook for The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which was the latest book I was reading. So now on this trip, I've read Atmosphere, which was recommended to me by Abby, and I absolutely loved that one. 10 out of 10. And now I've just finished The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and it was good, but I saw the twist at the end coming for like a really long time. And like, I'm a pretty gullible person. So like usually twists and things like that shock me to my core because I never see them coming. I saw that one coming from a mile away. Not like the absolute details, but I knew something along those lines was going to happen. And I'm not sure that this was like the ultimate love story or like queer love story that everyone portrayed it as. I liked it. It was good. It's a great book. I'd give it an 8.5, that's for sure. But I don't think it came anywhere near close to like the love story that was Atmosphere. That was gripping. That was really, really intense. So if you're looking for a new romance book, I would recommend Atmosphere. I liked The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I would recommend it for anyone who wanted to read something like that, but it didn't like rock my world. So now that I finished that though, I'm going to crawl into bed tonight and start my hard copy book that we picked up yesterday, which I'm so excited about. I think I've forgotten what that one's called. I think it's called Deep End, which is like this cool romance story between I think it's a professional swimmer and a professional diver. So I'm excited to start that. But I'm actually really excited to have a hard copy book. I think that'll be really fun. So I'm currently accepting all your recommendations for the next book I should read and the next TV series or movie I should watch. I did watch this new one with Sophia Carson and the guy from, oh God, this is bad, the Bridgerton series, and then the spin-off about the Queen. He played George in that one, if you're following me. It was Sophia Carson and that guy in this like Oxford University like romance story. And I liked that one. That was a cute, very like lighthearted, easy movie, but I liked it. I thought it was really cute. And again, I like already want to go back and watch Untamed, the one with Eric Bana, because I enjoyed that so much. Like genuinely so much. That's like my perfect TV show. But anyway, I'm 100% accepting all recommendations, books, audiobooks, although Blake says no audiobooks right now. But, you know, audiobooks, podcasts, movies, TV shows, all of that kind of stuff, because I'm starting to like really get through the list that I had, but I'm really enjoying reading so much. So yeah, book recs, please. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys next week for another vlog on Sunday. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend and start to your week, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.